Nice gesture from the St Helens players. Kicking the ball to the fans as mementos of this game. And twice he's tried to kick for touch, and he managed it on the third attempt. We hope he's just as successful during the game. And we all know Scott's reputation, so he should be fine. Where do you see the strength from Doncaster being, Martin?
Well, they've got to try and contain Saints' pack, obviously. The big set, it's going to be fast. I think three quarters is still, you know, they've got them all the way through, 1 to 15. I think that if we get his defence spot on, plenty of depth, it's very, very wide field. They've got to play expansive football. We can't play them down middle, no way we'll beat them down the middle, I don't think. We just have to see how it goes. If we plenty of enthusiasm, lads will work together. As long as they can contain their pack and look after half-backs, Bobby Golding and Vivers, I can't see there being any problems. But it'll be interesting to see how they're going. Like I say, it's going to be first 15, 20 minutes, you know, so the lads actually feel the way in. And they'll decide it really, how the game's going to go.
Thanks, Martin. Thanks very much. Good comments there. The team for St Helens then will be via the programme. There don't seem to be any team changes. That's the number 1, Paul Loughlin, 2, Alan Hunt, 3, Scott Gibbs, 4, Simon Booth, 5, Tony Sullivan, remember his dad, 6, Phil Vivers, 7, Bobby Golding, remember his dad, number 8, Jonathan Neal, and 9, Tommy Hodgkinson, 10, Andy Dannett, 11, Chris Joint, and 12, Sonny Nicol, 13, Shane Cooper, and 14, Andy Haig, and 15, Ian Pickavamps. The two captains coming together then to do the toss of the coin. That's Shane Cooper and Rocky Turner. Shane Cooper asking his lads to turn round. We've got the kick-off. Let's go for it, the lads are saying. The physio collecting the glass of the water. Bound to be nerves out there. The lads have got to kick off, put the St Helens people under pressure and absorb the pressure in these early minutes. The early minutes, the first 15 minutes is going to be very, very important for this historic game. First time into Division 1. St Helens seem to have been here since the day Blanc. And Rocky Turner to kick off on this day of days. Get him under pressure. Simon Booth then driving into a tackle to be met by Glyn Lingard and Tony Bowles. Young they might be, but good solid props, and Tony Bowles going in again with Alex Green tackling and Rocky Turner. They've got Remmem in, they've got to look out, getting it out to Sonny Nicol, who shrugs his way out of Alex Green and Tony Miller's tackle. Audley was there to save the day. Long passes and a deep kick by Bobby Golding. Maxie Tomlinson getting the ball for the first time. Taking his players on. He's taking quite a few people. He's a strong lad, is Maxie. Jamie Bloom being the Bobby at the acting ball. Holding down in the tackle, Mr. Presley says. Rightly so. Well done, Maxie Tomlinson, says the boys. Fine space, Rocky. Everybody's with it. Everybody wants the Dons. Nice long and deep, and it's a good kick. Valuable ground. It's a warm, sticky day. The sun's out, but there's plenty of cloud. And Tony Bowles driving in, and it's a good drive. And it took Simon Booth quite a good tackle to take him down, and Alex Green getting it out to Glyn Lingard. Glyn Lingard taking himself forward. Takes 2 men to get him down to the middle of the park. Tony Miller too late then, but Alex Green, Sonny Wakaru, giving the ball to Vila Batatia, who very nearly got himself free, and Jamie Boom taking the ball himself and dancing, getting it out to Vila Batatia, who kicks it forward, and it didn't go forward, and it's all on. It bounced off a St Helens player and came back. Brendan Carlisle taking it to Jamie Bloom, only 8 metres away from the St Helens line. Tony Miller dodging, looking for it, almost getting through 5 metres from the line. Will they go for a drop kick? A point's always useful. Are we bothered? No, he's not. He's darting back forward and Rocky's going himself. Almost inches from the line. Rocky Turner with 4 St Helens guys hanging on. It's the Dons who are in the attacking mood. Oh, Lee Bennett. Oh, it's a loose ball. We can't afford that. But Mark Roach salvaging the day and going forward. The wiliness of Mark Roach. Last tackle. Alex Green. It's a good kick forward, but it's into the safe hands. And it was the last. Not too sure what happened there, of course. But Tommy Hodgkinson making a good clearance. Martin, what do you reckon to that? Kick forward and then bringing them back.
Well, you know, we could have done a lot more there. A lot more one-man rugby on their line. And that's areas where we've got to start using the ball, put something on, because you know you've worked hard to get up there, and then when you get up there, you've obviously got to use it. I think that now they've just got to tackle, work hard, try and get themselves back up there, because they play very, very, very expansive football. Do at St Helens.
Good points, Martin. Good points. I'd like to see us come away with a point every time we get up to the line. I would have welcomed a drop goal at the time. Good ball, Maxi. Wheeler salvaging. It was a knock-on. It was a knock-on. First knock-on, sir. Yeah. But that's good, aggressive attacking play. Looking for it with the Dons. It was a knock-on. And it was unfortunate. But you've got to take your chances and you've got to go for your chances. Bobby Golding. Very nippy and well clobbered by Rocky Turner. But he'd got away from that pack. And Jonathan Neal, big strong man, still getting the ball out to Shane Cooper, getting it out to Phil Vevers. Phil Vevers getting the ball out to Sonny Nicol, who gets it into space. Scott Gibbs still gets the ball out, and it looks like good tackling. Just stopping Allanan from going in. St Helens now on the attack. Phil Vevers being tackled. They've just got to absorb the pressure. I can see. You don't want a penalty in front of the line, boys. Bobby Golding kicking it forward. It must be Maxi Tomlinson. He's making sure. And it's a try. No. Kick out underneath the post, and Max has gone down rather heavily there. He's holding his head. The referee stops the clock. Maxi did well to recover that, but he must have been tackled rather heavily. He was holding his head and he lost the ball within the tackle. The referee says, he's tackled over the line, so it's a drop out from beneath the post. And Rocky has got to do it well, because all he does is puts us back under pressure yet again. It's a good deep kick. There's no wind whatsoever, so it's all kick. And Paul Loughlin, one of my favourites, going in there. And Sonny Nicol. Sonny Wakaru, 2 Sonnies on the field. And it's Sonny as well. Tommy Hodgkinson then. Good hooker he is. Simon Booth has just been receiving attention by the St Helens physio. Oh, come on, referee, that was forward. You'll have to look at your touch judges, but then again, if they can't see, what can you do? We're only a few minutes into this game. Doncaster versus St Helens. Dons have had a chance. The Saints have had a chance. It's even Steven at the moment with 5 minutes gone. Saints though attacking. Shane Cooper getting the ball out to Phil Vevers. Good ball to Phil Vevers and a good tackle by Sonny Wakaru. These guys all get a pass out of nothing. Shane Cooper then. The referee was well and truly in the way, and Jamie Bloom knocked him out of the way to make sure his man could get at the ball. The referee was well and truly in the way there. I'm not sure if Jamie really means it when he says he's sorry that he disturbed the run on the referee's tights. Another long kick from Rocky Turner then, deep down to Paul Loughlin. Not really putting him to the test, it's just a long kick. Brendan Carlisle then, and Vila Matatier, a good hard tackle. Vila looks strong, he isn't wearing the bandage that he wore all the way through last season, so one supposes that it's a penalty. Didn't let him play the ball. And there we have it, Andy Dannett driving it in, only a couple of yards away from the line. Bobby Golding getting down to Sonny Nicol. They're strong, these forwards. The Dons have just got to absorb the pressure. When it's their turn, they've got to apply the pressure. Here he goes again, and it's that hooker. He's good, he's Hodgkinson, and he's trying for that line. Tony Bowles and Glyn Lingard, they've already put a handful of good try-saving tackles apiece. And that's surely a try. Oh, it's saved again by Mark Roach's boot. And that's a cracker. And instead of it being from under the post this time, it's on the 25-metre line. So at long last, with the good sense of Mark Roach, who's sticking for it. Go for it! Go on, Moyo! Go for it! He's there! Jamie Bloom! And that's what Doncaster's wanted. And that's what Rugby League has wanted. Now, Doncaster, they're chasing you. You're 4 points in front. And we're here in Division 1. And if you do nothing else, you scored first in the first historical game for Doncaster against St Helens. And I'm going to ask Martin what he said, because he's calmer than me.
Well, from that top 25 there, if you notice, we were very, very slow getting to the play. You remember they made 40 yards, and Jamie Blow picked the ball up, runs straight at the defence. He runs well at a broken field, and he runs straight through, run 75 yards for a very, very, very good try. He'll be very proud of himself there.
It was lovely. And Alex Green now, I've seen the lad put him over from half road line, from the touch line. My fingers are crossed. It's there. It's there. 6 points to nil. A lovely start to a lovely game. Just keep the pressure up. It's early doors, it's only 9 minutes. Don't count your chickens, Granville. However, 6 points to nil in Doncaster's favour. Thank you, Jamie. And St Helens now to kick off. That man there, full of confidence now, taking the ball to the St Helens players. I have no doubt whatsoever the Saints haven't underestimated Doncaster, and we of course have not underestimated St Helens. Vila Matatia then. The gaps are there if you want to make them there, even in the early stages. The lads look fit enough. Are they fit enough for the full 80 minutes of First Division Rugby League? Rocky Turner then. Nice kick forward. Throughout the last season, Rocky was plagued with an injury that was nursed. He suffered along with Audley a ruptured groin injury. And it certainly showed in the last game of the season. Martin.
Yeah, the old saying that kicks only as good as a chase, and you see there, very, very good chase. Pin them down, got to just work hard here, pin them back, let them kick to us, and then let's take it back into their half. Very, very good kick and chase there.
Thanks, Martin. I like to have good experienced players up here on the gantry with us. We get good comments. They're seeing it from their eyes, because after injury, Martin should be down there, and he knows it, and he wants it, and he knows he's going to have his job cut out to get there. But I know I'm going to see him in a First Division, first team shirt. And Maxie, I do wish he'd have just bent down and gone for that ball. Scrum down then, Doncaster ball going in. Brendan Carlisle putting it in. I'm just listening to the war cry of St Helens. It reminds me of Michael Caine in Zulu. That'll just get Vila going, I think. I'm not too sure we'll get Jamie Bloom going. He comes from South Africa, of course. Vila Matatia then, breaking through, but well tackled by Phil Vivers. Some lovely names in that St Helens pack. It's great to see Doncaster playing these sort of players, you know. In the tackle, referee. Absolutely. Didn't let him get up, Scott Gibbs. Maybe slightly inexperienced there. But the game's too early for either side to be rattled, and I don't think one can really say that they are. Rocky Turner then. Find the touch that they need. Good touch as well. Finds good ground. Brendan Carlisle then to Tony Bowles. Tony Bowles driving that ball forward. Used to be on the wing, remember, in the A-team days. Put a lot of good weight on, a lot of good muscle strength. Another college kid who's done well. Nice to see him, isn't it? Glyn Lingard, one of my favourites. Rushing forward, I like to see him in the second row, and he plays a good game as a prop. Getting it out to Alex Green, he used to play for Halifax. And Tony Miller going for it. Nice, weaving. Pity there was nobody there on his left-hand side. But Brendan Carlisle now again at the acting, play the ball. With Audley. Audley knows that if he can only find half an inch, he'll find a yard. Turn round, Vila, get ready for it, man. Alex Green to Maxi. Maxi! Oh, if he could only be a 7'6", he would have stretched over the line. Put the oh dear me. Was it a good idea? Too many legs there, Martin. Too many legs to do that.
Yeah, it was a good idea. At least we've got them in this corner. We've just got to work hard to pin them down here. Big defence. I mean, it could have gone out. Okay, it didn't come off for him. But where they've got him in this corner, idea is to keep him down here.
You're right. You're absolutely right, of course. My voice is going, I sound more like Alex Murphy than Alex Murphy. A couple of obstructions there, but I think the referee's watching for these things now. And Tony Fisher, of course, a man of great experience. And look at that man Hodgkinson striding forward. He's on his own. Nobody to go with him. But he get it down to Tony Sullivan, probably. Get him down, Doncaster. He wasn't going anywhere. And that was interesting to see that the Saints were not backing up. And the hooker had nowhere to go. And a beautiful tackle by Brendan Carlisle to enforce a changeover, which Sonny Wakaroo gets out to Mark Roach, and while everybody's thinking about it, Marks goes for the line. Brendan Carlisle to Audley Pennant. He's looking fit, he's looking strong. He played in the second row last season. I don't know if he enjoys the centre or the second row, or which one's his preference. I know he loves rugby, and I know he loves Doncaster. Benefit year next year. Get yourselves ready, get your pockets ready, and say thanks to Audley. That was an advert for Audley Pennant from Granville Bowen. Vila Matatia. Nothing wrong with it. He wasn't being bobbied, so nothing wrong with it. And Tony Miller, dodging, searching, looking to get the ball out, and he'll get it out when it's safe to do so. Rocky Turner almost getting a possible drop, but it didn't go where it should have done. But in any case, it still puts pressure onto the Saints in 15 minutes of the game. 6 points to 0 to Doncaster in the St Helens half. The Dons have just got to keep the pressure up, which they've managed to do so well so far. Andy Dannett then driving it forward, making good yardage as well. And Sonny Nicol. I've always liked that guy, a big, strong forward, the way they always used to be. Bobby Golding then, almost in his hometown. And Tony Miller taking Shane Cooper out. Shane Cooper's been a good servant for St Helens and a good captain. Phil Vivers then, getting that ball out all the way, going into trouble. Welcome arms of Sonny Wakaroo. Can tackle like that all day, can Sonny? Bobby Golding then, looking for a deep kick. Mark Roach, Bobby can get it found. Touch, that was very good. Just the right side of the flag. A very, very good ball indeed. It'll be a scrum down, Doncaster put in. Doncaster playing in their new strip, showing the logo of Peglers, the brass founders, who are the club sponsors for this season. Oh, and Alex Green! Finding the gap! Going for it! Go for it, Brendan! And only Alan Hunt. Oh! Absolute panic in the St Helens field. Martin, are they rattled?
Yeah, that was a brilliant break there by Alex. He broke through, straight through him. Could have done a little bit better than that, but good chase there. Panic stations for Saints, and they're doing really well, Dons. Just got to try and keep them up here.
Absolutely right. It's a kick out now from underneath the post, and I didn't really expect to see the Saints being so flummoxed as that, and they only had Tony Sullivan to thank, because that was a certain try. Remember that. Tony Sullivan's dad was a coach for Doncaster before John Sheridan. And only Pennant loving it, absolutely loving it. And he'll go for the penalty in front of the posters, and why not? But Tony Miller says, I can find the gap and I'm going to look for it. And they're playing very well at the moment, are the Dons. 6 points to 0, 18 minutes gone. Jamie Bloom did look forward. I heard a cry for forward, but it was a lone spectator who said it. But his dog didn't say anything, and his white stick never moved, so obviously it wasn't forward. On the try line, on the touch line here, I can see Ian Fletcher warming up. And Alex Green to Sonny Wackaroo. Put it down, Sonny. Oh! Sonny Wackaroo. It's a Wackaroo try. Martin.
Brilliant again. Alex Green straight through. Went round them like there was no opposition there. Lovely support play by Sonny Wackaroo, straight under the sticks. Absolutely brilliant.
This is exciting stuff, and a lot of people are eating their hats at the moment. And I know one or two myself, because I brought them over here with me. Ian Pickavance looks to be coming on for St Helens. I'll tell you as soon as I can see who the substitute for St Helens is likely to be. But that was a lovely Wackaroo try from that man, Sonny Wackaroo. The Doncaster, no matter what the result at the end of this game, have stamped their authority on the game. Alex Green then to convert. And it's a two-pointer to Alex Green. And Ian Pickavance will be coming on for Andy Dannett, who's done well in the first 20 minutes of the game, and he's worked hard, but he'll be coming on for instructions, because they're saying, I thought Doncaster was second division. High court case on his mind, as Martin say. Right, Bobby Golden then to kick off again. 12 points to 0 to Doncaster. Safe hands of Tony Miller. Those hands, they like glue. He bets the ball in there. A lot of people say he never passes the ball. The lad passes it when it's safe. But he's safe, and he takes it forward and looks for the gap. And I like the way he plays. Reminds me so much of Tony Kemp with his style of running. Oh dear me. I'm talking about a great player. Tony Bowes grabs the ball, bounces off his hard shoulders and goes to earth with it, causing a knock-on. Means now scrum down to St Helens. About 20 metres into the Dons half. Dons on the defence. Paul Lucklin being tackled by Jamie Bloom and Alex Green. Alex Green, who created that last try. Good tackling there. Make sure the ball gets snaffled up. That was Chris Joint. International player, of course. Shane Cooper getting it out to Bobby Golden. Bobby Golden getting it out to Pickavance. Pickavance who's just come on. Fresh legs. They'll make a big difference, even after 20 minutes. Hodgkinson getting it out to Jonathan Neal, who's looked well. He's looked well all through the game so far. Wheeler getting it out to Bobby Golden. Bobby Golden, nice long pass. And it must go over on his back. No, Sonny Nicol driving it forward. Last chance now for the Saints. I expect a grubber kick, but I didn't expect a grubber kick quite like that one. Panic, and it's a changeover. You don't expect that from a team of that standing. And Tony Bowes now driving that ball forward, holding on to it nicely this time, making up for his previous mistake. And it's a penalty for a bit of, was that holding down, Martin? Couldn't quite see.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there for Scott Gibbs. He's not having he's getting a bit of a raw deal off this referee. He just held his hands on the man. He flopped at floor. But these penalties, this is what we want.
Yeah, it's always going to be a problem for people coming new into the game, no matter what level they're at, is that they try too hard about the points they're trying to remember to do. And holding down these days is a major problem. 2 balls on the field, the referee saying to St Helens, have a rest while you get rid of the other ball. Brendan Carlisle then. Reminding Tony Bowles how to play, and there he goes, driving the ball forward. Oh, and it's a good tackle. Sonny Knuckles goes in. Well, you have to keep your eye on these lads, and that was a good hook. I think you'll find that with Jonathan Neal, and like I said, he's been their player so far. Now the Dons on the halfway line. It's got to happen. The Saints are getting all fired up now. Good tackling though by the Dons. 23 minutes gone, 12 points to 0 in the first half. Bit of crossing there, referee. It's not going to happen, you know. Chris Joint there looking for the gap. Where are the Saints guys? Nobody's following it up, are they? The Saints fans are getting upset by it. You can't blame them. Jonathan Neal, and the one man who's driving forward on the Saints' behalf. Hodgkinson had some good runs. Bobby Golding and Pickavant. And he bounces down, and he's broken out of it, but he don't get past Wheeler, who belts him once, and down he goes. Chris Joint then getting the ball out. Loose ball, and he's given a try. He lost the ball, I thought. But Chris Joint scores a try in the, I'll tell you the minutes in a minute, about the 25th minute. For St Helens, 12 points to 4. Martin.
Well, looks suspect he made it that one having a drop ball just short of line there. I think that the defence did well. We covered him. I don't think that would have tried.
I've got to agree with you. I'm not being biased. There's certainly a loose ball. The player to the right of Chris Joint, you'll see it on video, he looked absolutely surprised because he didn't know how to pick it up and go over himself. But the referees give it. You can't argue with the man. It's done with. Down here I can see that Vila Matatia's coming off for Doncaster and Ian Fletcher's coming on. Is it Dave Evans who's coming off, Martin? Yes, Dave Evans, I beg your pardon. Number 4, David Evans is coming off for Doncaster. Ian Fletcher going on. That'll mean a reshuffle in the pack. Missed goal, missed conversion, 12 points to 4, 25 minutes. I think you'll see a reshuffle in the pack where Vila will go into the centre, I would thought. Martin, what do you thought? Vila into the centre?
Yeah, I'll move Vila into the centre. I think he's a lot more effective at wide runners. He hasn't been really in game that much as what he should be. I think he'll play a lot better out wide.
Yeah, I like to see plenty of weight in the pack, but I also like to see it on the hoof as well. And I think Vila at centre will be more effective. Fletch, good prop. Put Lingard back to second row. Just a little reshuffle, but it'll be very, very effective, I feel. Shrewd man is Tony Fisher. Interesting to see what's the problem with Dave Evans, though. Might just be a rest, of course. Paul Loughlin then, trying to clear the line. Not quite on the 20-metre line. Being bobbied by Audley Pennant as Sonny Nicol gets the ball. And Ian Fletch in for his first tackle. The score, 12 points to 4. In Doncaster favour. Good tackle. Again, Fletcher at the tackle. Tackles well, does Ian Fletcher. But didn't hear the whistle. And the referee says he's holding down. It looks like it's St Helens' turn to have the referee's favours. Good kick there by Bobby Golding. Makes 10-12 metres. Jonathan Neal then. Makes some good drives, you know, and he had 3 guys on his back as well, and he still made 4 to 5 metres. Bobby Golden then trying to get it out to Pickavant. Pickavant, who's made quite an impression since he came on the park. And Phil Vivers looking to get his men going. Sonny Nicol and Tony Bowles, of course, always present Tony Bowles at the tackle. Shane Cooper getting it out to Paul Loughlin. A loose ball there. One or two knock-ons there, referee. Which one are you giving it to? I would have thought the St Helens were the first knock-on. Be interesting. Yes. Maxey went in for the ball, of course. He also knocked it on, but Paul Loughlin had knocked on earlier. Wheeler, small knock to the shins. He does wear his socks down. Many of you ladies are drooling over legs of those. I've got some legs like that on our Welsh dresser at home. Brendan Carlisle then to Alex Green and Jamie Bloom. Jamie Bloom getting it out to that man, Ian Fletcher, who gets it out to Alex Green, who darts out, and Bobby Golding has realised that Alex is faster than he looks. And Wheeler looking for and it's shot out like a pea out of a pod. Maxey was there to Bobby, and hard lines. Wheeler, he just shot out of his arms, but a good attempt. Tony Sullivan then dancing, but not going very far. And that looked like a slightly forward pass, but he wasn't going anywhere. And Jonathan Neal, nobody backing up on the Saints' side. 28 minutes gone, 12 points to 4. The gaps look as though they're appearing, but the Doncaster defence is in charge. Fletch making sure, don't give anything away, Fletch. Bobby Golding then, he's nippy, isn't he? And that was nearly a mistake by Alex Green, because it would have gone all the way out if he'd have left it out. Jamie Bloom then, skipping around. Make sure, Jamie, don't dodge him from your line like that. Scares the heck out of me, he does. Make some yardage, Brendan. There's nobody with you. He was on his own when he came this way then, Brendan Carlisle, playing the ball to Vila Matatea. Trying to clear the line now, Doncaster. Good clearance there by Wheeler, some like 10, 12 metres. On the 20-metre line of the Doncaster, pressing now. Glyn Lingard, good drive there. One or two hands going in there, a little bit naughty then, but Rocky Turner then to clear his line. If he finds touch, it'll be a nice one. Not going to find touch, it's a good field this, nice and flat. The bounce is good. The lads have got to make sure and got to tackle and keep them penned into their own half now. Audley there, tackling. Scott Gibbs trying to find room. If he finds room, and he's lost the ball. That was a knock-on, boss. The touch judge over there, I think he's very good. He saw it. He's going to go places, that touch judge. I bet the St Helens fans won't let him come here again. Scrum down then. Doncaster ball. Just about on the halfway line then. Doncaster on the attack. Alex Green then to receive the ball, trying to find his way around people. Very difficult from that position unless you're sharp as a needle. Brendan Carlisle then to Audley Pennant, who skips out of one man. And not quite. The man who would have received if the ball had been capable of coming out would have been Mark Roach. Ian Fletcher then getting the ball out to Tony Miller. Tony Miller getting it out to Brendan Carlisle. And Jamie Bloom then. Jamie Bloom! Jamie Bloom! Jamie Bloom! The South African says he's my game today. Very, very exciting play there with Ian Fletcher making the half break, getting it out to Tony Miller. Tony Miller to Brendan Carlisle, who passed it on to that ever-present Jamie Bloom. Quick kick forward there, and under the post he went. 16 points to 4. I'm giving you Martin Rouse.
That was excellent. That when we've got the ball, we're looking dangerous, cutting them up. But the only thing that I'm worried about is the defence. We're always catching us on back foot. We're not even meeting them. We're letting them come to us and making good yardage on the drives. We've got to get as defence in order, start moving up and knocking them, meeting them. But with the ball, no problems.
Absolutely right. And Alex Green then converts again. 18 points to 4. An excellent start to Division 1 in the 94-95 season. I just saw the physio then giving the eye check to Maxie Tomlinson. He seems to be okay. Remember, he had a kick on the head early on in the game. But if the physio says he's okay, then he is okay. St Helens, obviously they weren't expecting to be in this position. 18 points to 4 with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Tony Miller then to collect the ball and take it towards the 20-metre line of the Doncaster half. A very, very good clearance there by Tony Miller. He collected it behind the line and made something like 19 metres. Very, very good. Mark Roach now at the acting to play the ball. Don't make as much ground. Well, you can't with Sonny Nicol hanging onto your back, can you? Brendan Carlisle then getting it out to Ian Fletcher. Ian Fletcher, still nippy, very strong. Good player, under 24 international, very good player. Sonny Wakaru, scorer of an earlier try, of course. And Audley looking for the gap. Jamie Bloom, enjoying himself immensely today. That's a good deep kick, and it puts Paul Loughlin back on his toes. But of course, he mustn't let him run, or it's all for nothing. And Sonny Wakaru, Tony Bowles slowed him down, and Sonny Wakaru put him down. Alan Hunt then, you haven't seen much of Alan Hunt today, have you? Getting it out to Sonny Nicol, and he goes down with a bang because Audley Pennant was stood waiting for him. And Audley's there yet again, and getting the ball out to Scott Gibb. And we all know what Scott Gibb can do, given half the chance, but the Dons are not giving him half the chance. Bobby Golding then looking for that ball, and that was a lovely pass by Bobby Golding to Jonathan Neal, and it was an excellent pass. It wasn't Jonathan Neal, it was Chris Joint. Good tackle in there, and good viewing of the ball. Last tackle there, Simon Booth going down like a ton of bricks. Golding then, high kick now, testing Jamie Bloom. It could be anybody's, but it's Jamie Bloom. Jamie Bloom, and Jamie Bloom's looking for another one. And he's running forward and making good ground. That was the first high ball of the game, putting him under pressure. And I would have given tumps against anybody but Jamie Bloom coming out with that one. And I apologise, Jamie, because that was an excellent catch. And you were calm under pressure. Ian Fletcher then to Rocky Turner. Rocky again with an answer ball to Sonny Wakaru, but he was snookered there. Avila was waiting and going through on the run. Brendan Carlisle, be careful, quite likely to be bundled into touch. Maxi. The shirt's very prominent colours here, a high ball. Rocky Turner putting a high ball up, and the ball coming back to Rocky Turner. And it's a handover. Handover in front of the line. Martin, are you enjoying it?
I don't think he could believe his luck there, Rocky. It bounced back straight into his hands, he didn't know what to do with it. But yeah, good pressure, keep the pressure up. We've got to just keep moving up and meeting them. We're letting them run a bit too much.
Yes, we're giving them far too much yardage, but the tackling is taking a lot of weight and a lot of strength out of the lads. Holding down again there. The lads are doing a lot of work in this first half. Will the fitness count? The reports are that they're extremely fit. You'd expect him to be extremely fit in the first game of the season, and the Saints are extremely fit. This is one heck of a pace, and the lads are not really used to it. But they're 18 points to 4 in front. Just got to keep it up front. Another try will make a heck of a difference. 18 points to 4, 36 minutes gone. Don's favour. St Helens on the attack. Just inside the Don's half. Hodgkinson, himself and Jonathan Neal have been the best forwards on the field, and the backs haven't done very much at all for St Helens. Shane Cooper getting it out to Bobby Golding, who always looks dangerous. But Wellington, oh, and it's a drop ball. What do you mean you're going backwards, boss? Scott Gibb looking for it. Only Pennant making it, getting it out of Alan Hunt. A good try. No. The touch judge saw what he saw as he's given a knock on, has he, Martin?
Yeah, give a good knock. A good decision. What a knock on. Went forward, no two ways about it. Good decision there.
You know, that was excellent at this pace and the style of the rugby. That is the type of try that would have been given by a lot of referees. Substitute coming on for Doncaster, and it looks like a blood bin. Sonny Wakaru coming off for a cut. We'll give you more information, and Tony Zelli coming on. Tony Zelli then going into the centres. Vila Matatea going into the forwards. It's a blood bin, not a permanent substitution for Doncaster. Alex Green taking the ball. You're not going very far like that, Alex. But what else can you do on a deep one? Vila then, after the ball being kicked by Shane Cooper. If your eyes are off the ball, that could have got anywhere, and Shane Cooper knows that. Good experience. Ian Fletcher then driving the ball forward. Glyn Lingard then, looking excellent. Sonny Wakaru will give you as much information as we can when I can. I can't see where the cut is, but they'll soon patch him up, and it's near to half-time. Martin, can you see where the cut is at all? Seems to be on his leg, I think. He'll soon patch him up. Good Kiwi blood, that. Paul Loughlin then trying to clear the line. Tony Bowles and Ian Fletcher. The sun's out. It looks absolutely beautiful out there. Alan Hunt, who thought he'd scored then. And I know the fans did all the way around me. They're much quieter today, are the St Helens fans, than they were when we played them in the Cup last season. And that was an excellent ball. Jonathan Neal making ground, and he should have got the ball out. And quite obviously, Ian Maxey harassing, and that's how it should be. Veal again, getting the ball, and Scott Gibbs. Loose ball there, it's going backwards. These are good tackles coming through. Only a couple of minutes now to half-time. There's been one stoppage, of course, when Maxey went down. Hodgkinson. The lads have got to go in with this 18 points to 4 lead. Phil Vivers saying no you won't, and Shane Cooper trying to get the ball out to Sonny Nicholl and Scott Gibb, and again another knock on over on the far side. It was a little bit too fast to pass.
Very good hands there. A bit unlucky with Alan Hunt there. Could have easily, if he'd have got rid of that, it would have been a 4-pointer.
Yes, absolutely. They're looking dangerous when they're on the move. We've just not got to get them on the move, of course. Jamie Bloom looking the part. And they're doing a lot of the attacking all the time. At the play the ball, they're stabbing out with the foot. And we've just got to learn that the First Division lads don't like it. They don't like it up them. Ian Fletcher then taking the ball in 15 metres or so away from the halfway line. Tony Zelli, the ghost, we haven't seen him so far. Scored a couple of tries against Halifax and enjoyed himself. Used to play for the First Division, of course, for Halifax. Maxey, not quite into space, but dodging. He's a strong winger. I'd like to see him in full flow. And Tony Miller getting the ball out to Rocky Turner. Plenty of experience with Warrington. Wheeler driving forward, always driving forward. Always driving forward. And losing the ball. Losing the ball to St Helens, very unlucky. And half-time at St Helens Knowsley Road. St Helens 4, Doncaster 18. Let's not get overconfident, but it's been an excellent game for Doncaster so far. St Helens then coming on getting ready for the second half. One has to accept the fact that the Dons took the chances when the chances were there, and they've gained the respect of a lot of the St Helens crowd. That's not to say that this is going to be very easy at all. I don't think any game this season is going to be easy. Every game's just like a cup tie. I'm trying to see if Sonny Wakaru's back on the park, or is he still having his treatment. Don't forget he's entitled to have his rest period whilst he's being patched up. I can't see him out there, and I can see Tony Zelli still on, so they're obviously taking full advantage of the patching up. Martin's back with me now. Martin, did you find out what was wrong with Sonny Wakaru?
Yeah, he's just picked up a gash on his leg. He's got a 3-inch gash. Get that stitched up, and no doubt he'll be back on the field. I think we need him to be running out wide. His defence as well, he's good in defence. And I think we're going to have to beef Pack up second half because we're going to need him. It's very, very hot out there.
It does look very warm and strength sapping. Maxi gathering the ball, running around and getting to the centre of the park and making his presence felt. And inviting a punch from Jonathan Neal. He's had a heavy game so far as Maxi, a kick on the head and a punch on the nose. The physio, Mike Gagan, running on to tender his ward out there. Good guys, Mike. Does everything since he retired. Took early retirement from the power station at Thorpe Marsh at Doncaster. Dedicated 28 hours a day to Doncaster Rugby League. With Brian Donald runs the Daily Draw. And if you're not a member already of the Doncaster Daily Draw, get in touch with Mike and get yourself a chance of winning. Along with the Dons, who were currently 18 points to 4 in the first minute of the second half against St Helens, at St Helens. Tony Miller then, looking for the gap. Seems to slide round them. And when you see that type of play, and your Tony Zellies who ghost themselves forward, it's amazing how they get through people. Different type of play though is Vila. Goes bounding through. Doesn't like being called the Auckland Bull. But Auckland Bull, it hits a drop goal by Alex Green. And I've just been talking about the first one to score should win. But I didn't expect a drop goal. Martin.
Yeah, well, all match the Saints defence has been moving up fast, and just then, you know, they didn't move up as quick. He saw opportunity, Alex, pick a point up, and we've got to get back, got to get set.
Absolutely right. 1 pointers, you know, they don't have to make a difference. And later on in the game, and I'm sure he touched that then, you know. If he hadn't to touch that.
Well, there, look, we were waiting for the kick. We didn't get back and get set up. Bobby Goulding, quick kick, caught us napping. And these are mistakes, you know, you can't afford.
Yeah, we must be careful. We mustn't let our minds wander. We've got to go for it. This is going to be difficult for Rocky Turner. Deep kick, he's not reaching the second half. The other half, but it didn't do too bad, and Scott Gibbs driving it forward. That was a good drive forward by Scott Gibbs. They'll be looking for penalties and trying to get him over there, and Alan Hunt getting it across there to the centre of the park. Good tackling is needed now by Doncaster. They've got to swallow him up. I've seen Sonny Wakaru walking back to the dugout. He's going to get dusted down and polished up. Ready for coming back on. Remember, he's on a blood bin. Temporary dismissal. The third touch judge is going over. And that's a beautiful drive forward there by Chris Joynt. Similar to the last one, which got him the try. And it's almost over for St Helens. And that must be Paul Loughlin. A beautiful try by Paul Loughlin. Very close to the sticks. It's a 4-pointer for St Helens.
Yeah, big lad running at defence is there. Bobby Goulding run across field, picked him out, went straight through a gap. Good try. We've got to maintain a discipline in defence. We've got to close them down, pick out the runners, stop Bobby Goulding, run across the packs. He'll do it all day long. They've brought him back into the game now. We've just got to work hard, good kick chase, get back, gets back into the game.
Yeah, he'll be going now for a conversion to bring it up to 19 points to 10. Sonny Wakaru will be coming on. We needed his defensive work there. Looking now for a conversion. Should be able to backheel it from here. And he kicks it for, converts his own try. 19 points to 10. Sonny Wakaru coming back on. Tony Zelli going off. St Helens back into the frame now. Only 9 points in it. It's only 4 minutes into the second half. Well done, Tony Zelli. You did well during the time you were on there. It looks like it was a gash on the knee or thereabouts for Sonny. Sonny, a good motivator man. And we need his tackling, we need his flair, we need his attacking skill. Act like a team. Dons then. Rocky Turner to kick off. Deep kick to that man, Paul Loughlin. They've got to pen him down, make it happen. Good tackle by Tony Miller and Sonny Wackaroo. Neil, oh, and he's lost the ball. Good knock on, it must have been a heck of a tackle. Tony Miller, I think he was. Didn't half belt him one. A lot of people have said we've only got a small pack, but they're hard, they're strong, and they fit. Brendan Carlisle to Alex Green, getting out to Vila Matatia, who's well and truly snaffled. They know our danger men are. And Max Tomlinson, if he finds a chance, because he's a strong lad, you know, and he's only new to the game, 1 season into the game, he's got a great future. As with that lad, Glyn Lingard. Don't blind, they got to go blind. No. Looking for yet another one, and why not? They're all queuing up for it. Tony Bozen looking for the gap. He'll go himself, and it's a good drive forward. We're talking 8 metres on the last tackle. A grubber kick out far side I'd go for, but I'm not out there. Glyn Lingard goes for this side. Good. It could be anybody's. Could be. Oh, and it's a very all sorts of things. He's not giving obstruction tie, I wouldn't have thought. No, he's bringing it back out. It would have been. He's saying a knock on. And he's giving the Doncaster ball obstruction.
Well, I thought that Audley were obstructed there. We're going for the ball. There was a chance that he could have scored there. Obstruction try for me.
You're probably right, Martin, probably right. We got a good decision in the other way around. It would knock on with the Doncaster put in, and Audley just tackled 14 metres out from their own line, and Vila taking the ball to that line, taking the ball, driving it forward. Goes in with all his strength. It's going to take a lot of hard people to stop Vila Matatia this year. Go on, Fletch. Driving forward, it takes some men, and if he's got a chance of getting the ball out, he will do. Good tackling by St Helens, the Dons on the attack. Alex Green to Tony Miller, who gets it out to Rocky Turner. Rocky Turner then getting it out to Jamie Bloom, who skips and dodges and weaves, and almost goes in for his 3rd try. Only metres away. Glyn Lingard there, trying to, no, it was Tony Miller trying to find it. You're talking about the last tackle yet again. It's got to be a long kick out. Rocky Turner going for a short kick out to Mark Rocher. Didn't quite get to the ball, and it's a tap out, and the Dons have got to be careful. They've got to be ready for it. Remember, the Dons scored themselves from this situation, and that's why you've got to be careful. The Dons showed St Helens how to do it, and Tony Sullivan himself nearly showed the Dons how to do it. The referee doesn't like that sort of tackling and says don't do it.
Bit of indiscipline there. I mean, you know, giving them yards. You can't afford to give yards away like this, you know, against class sides.
Yeah, we're not in the 2nd division now. We've got to respect our opposition a bit more. And Jonathan Neal has played so well, he deserves a lot of success and a lot of respect. Pick of ants, strong men and strong forwards. The Saints are on the attack, 20 metres out. It looked forward. Chris Joint going in where he does it from the best. Good tackle by Audley. Sonny Nicol tossing him down. This is good tackling. It's got very muggy out there, very close. The sun's gone in, and it must be very warm for the players. It saps the strength of the players. Simon Bull attacking. The Dons been swallowing all these attacks at this moment, and Bobby Golding trying it again. Long kick out. Be careful. Let it fall out, and Roche all the time in charge of it, but being bundled over by Hunt. Looked as though he collected a bit of a knock there, did Mark Roach, and having a little bit of a word with Alan Hunt. I hope they don't let personalities get in. I think Mark was bundled into the corner there, into the concrete stanchion. He's certainly holding his leg. And the touch judge has said something to the referee and bring in Vila Matatia. Martin, did you see anything?
No, for the ball incident. I think he says he's been stamping. I don't know what decision he's going to make here.
Well, if the referee didn't see it, and he can only tell him to curb his play, but he's not really done anything about it. I don't think he stamps anyway.
He got away with that, did Villa? You know, he could have easily pulled him up. He would have been under pressure again. Fortunately for us, you know, we were in possession.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's his style of play. When he drives forward, I've seen many a good player do that style of thing. You play hard. It's as simple as that. Brendan Carlisle to Rocky Turner, getting it back out. Nice, swift hands. Tony Miller looking for the gap. Crisscross work, and it works well. And we're playing very well at the moment. And Brendan Carlisle getting it out to Rocky Turner again. And Audley not being given a chance to run as he likes. But it's taking 2 or 3 men to hold him. The referee's right there, and he's looking for the obstructions and the blatant fouls. And Alex Green under pressure, kicks it out. And if he finds touch, which I don't think he will, but it does put him under pressure. And Maxi, you've got to make sure. But Sonny Wackaroo makes sure. And that was good harassment by Maxi Tomlinson and Sonny Wackaroo, keeping them penned down there. And it's good harassment, but the referee says he was holding him down.
Yeah, they milked the referee there because they were holding on to Max, pulling him back. You know, unfortunately, the referee give a penalty again. So
yeah, it's the old boy network all over again, and that's a sign I always feel that a team is under pressure. If they can't win by one way, they win by another way. But at the moment, it's 19 points to 10 in Doncaster's favour. But Doncaster need another score to make sure. Right through the gap. And these are good runs. And Scott Gibbs must score. Must score. And that was Alan Hunt scoring exceptionally well in the corner. A good 4-pointer. He didn't like the way Alan Hunt didn't like the way Jamie Bloom tackled him at the try-scoring opportunity. It brings slowly but surely St Helens back. 12 minutes to go, 12 minutes gone. 19 points to 14 in Doncaster's favour. Good slick running there.
Caught us napping there down right-hand side. Really, we should have slid across, but we didn't. We let Scott Gibbs have the gap, give it to Alan Hunt, scored a good try. Yeah,
that man Golding again. Paul Loughlin with a very difficult attempt. He's missed one. He's good at these. He's missed that one. 19 points to 14, 12 minutes, 5 points in it. Still in Doncaster's favour. The Dons have got to get something else onto the board. They look tired. Substitute, Maxi Tomlinson coming off and Davy Evans going on. Davy Evans started the game as centre. It'll be very interesting. I think he's going over onto the far wing. He played all last season on the wing. He's a good straight runner, not the fastest of wingers, but a straight runner. Deep kick there by Rocky Turner. Paul Loughlin making good groundage as it always does. Tosses Alex Green off. In fact, it was Simon Booth. They look very similar to Paul Loughlin and Simon Booth. Until they turn around, you see the numbers. Makes it life easy then, doesn't it? Alan Hunt then looking as if he could run a mile in 2 minutes the way he came on, but didn't receive the ball. The Saints on the attack, on the halfway line, attacking the Doncaster line. Bobby Golding then. A stupid pass then, but it still went out to Phil Vevers, and Phil Vevers well and truly snaffled there by Tony Bowes, shepherded by Ian Fletcher. And the last tackle, and Bobby Golding trying to make everything happen. Mark Roach then, and Jamie Bloom shepherding. Jamie Bloom then, well taken, well, beautiful, lovely sidestep. All the time, a very good run. Good run there, and well taken. Brendan Carlisle then, looking for the line. Mark Roach, shuffling, goal! Orly Payden! From a lovely run by Mark Roach. who gives the ball to Audley Pennant, and he scored a beautiful 4-pointer, but unfortunately down on the halfway line we have a major problem with Brendan Carlisle. It could easily have been an off-the-ball incident. I don't know. We'll see what the touch judges have to say and the referee, but this doesn't look very good. I don't know what that incident is. I can't comment.
Yeah, I think Brendan there copped off the ball, got him in ribs, and I think he's got a rib injury there. But brilliant football down blind hand side. Roachie straight down, inside pass to Audley. Beautiful football.
It was beautiful. Alex Green then composing himself for a conversion. And it hit the post. Brendan Carlisle has had a marvellous game, being substituted by Tony Zelli. Score at the moment, 23 points to 14 with 16 minutes gone. Doncaster well and truly back in the game, 9 points in front. An excellent try scored by Audley Pennant. Jamie Bloom looking for the gap, dodging, weaving, and having a very good game is Jamie Bloom. Andy Dannett is warming up for St Helens, and it looks as though Sonny Nichols, the man who's going to be brought off for St Helens. Mark Roach, who set the try up there for Audley Pennant. Very good run by Mark Roach, who left Alan Hunt standing and was able to get the ball out. He also looks as though he's carrying a couple of knocks. Tony Zelli, the ghost, not had a chance yet to show his ghostly skills, but this man has, Vila Matatea. Making the break. They're now over the halfway line and into this half of St Helens. Rocky Turner on the last tackle, needing to kick that ball. Goes over the head of Alan Hunt and it goes behind, and it's back over here. They need to be careful. It's tapped by St Helens. Defence has got to be good. Good tackling now, and it's broken through. And it's one man to one man. But Tony Bowles, the pro forwards there, shepherding. The Dons have got to be ready for it, and well done, Tony Bowles. Sonny Nicholl should have passed the line. If he'd have given that to Alan Hunt, it was a certain try. Saints on the attack. Scott Gibbs getting it out to Bobby Golding. Bobby Golding out to Shane Cooper. Shane Cooper not being able to go very far. A certain try stopped there by their own silliness of the St Helens. Scott Gibbs, good tackling there. The touch judge is on now with a problem with Audley Pennant, and I can't see the Saints player that's down, but there certainly looks to be a problem. It could easily be an off-the-ball incident. Being off the ball, I'm afraid, means that we don't actually see what's happening. Sonny Nicholl, by the way, being substituted. Now, wait a minute, Stan. Stan Wall's next referee. That substitution was made, and he knows it was made. But Stan, wily old lad from Lee, is saying, don't make that substitute yet, because we've got an injured player. He's out of order, Stan, actually. Sin bin, Audley Pennant, sin bin for an off-the-ball incident. That's 10 minutes. It's 18 minutes into the second half gone. 23 points to 14. Martin.
No difference there, that tackle. All right, we're off the ball, but no different that to Brendan Carlisle's incident went unpunished. You know, these referees, all right, they've got an hard job keeping up with play. But these touch judges, if they can't keep the eye on, you know, opposition, they'll waste their time having them.
You're right, Martin. Absolutely right. Sonny Nicholl off then. Andy Dannett on. 23 to 14. 19 minutes gone. Saints on the attack. Dons one man down. It's a knock-on. It's got to be a knock-on to Dons. Yeah, absolutely right, sir. Don't forget, the Dons are one man down at the moment for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've got to play control rugby. We've got to play a 6 out. We've got to try and wind this clock down. All right, we're down to 12 men, so it's very important that we don't wind this clock down.
Absolutely right. Just keep hold of the ball. Stick it up your jersey. Your Ian Fletcher now will come into his own now, probably, with the game being given to the forwards and a bit of hard work. Absorb the pressure. Get out of your own half, because if you get to a changeover time, Tony Miller then, looking for the gap, doing a bit of work. Use the time well. Sonny Wakaru saying what he's going to do and bobbying carefully. Tony Zelli trying to ghost his way through. Fourth tackle, just got to absorb it. Try to go for a long kick and a scrum down, waste some time. Vila taking it all on. That's the last tackle of this set. You've got to go for a kick. Got to waste some time. Got to find touch. He's not. He's gone for the middle of the park. Putting Paul Loughlin. Hardly much pressure there for the lad. Good tackle there though by Rocky Turner, following it all up. Although we've got one man in the sin bin, it's not been a dirty game. It's been a nice game. And Scott Gibbs hardly been given a chance to move. I'm trying to see what time it is. 21 minutes have gone. That means 3 minutes of orderly penance. 10 minutes of sin binning. Here we have a rest, of course.
Bobby Goulding there caught no runners. You know, half-back's nightmare when you're going forward, running, wrecking opportunities, and there's no runners. Bell, get that off the ball. There's no wrong with that. Or just chest height, no problem there. Can't see any problem.
This touch judge is absolutely amazing. He's running on for the slightest thing. The referee was right on the incident, and there wasn't an incident. The man's gone down. The Saints lad's gone down. Now what's he going to do? Send another Don's player off? We're all waiting with bated breath. This is amazing. The referee was nearer than the touch judge. The player didn't seem to be aware of any problems at all. And I can see this being a goal-kicking attempt with 23 points to 14 on with only 19 minutes to go. What the Saints fans may not realise is that, of course, they don't stop the clock for that sort of incident, and the time ticks on. Andy Dannett then has just come back on as substitute, getting it out to Jonathan Neal, who's had an excellent game. Been difficult to pick the man of the match, but I give it to him on the St Helens side. Getting it out to, oh yes, almost bundling him forward. Inches away from the line now. Allen trying to get it out to Bobby Golding. Bobby Golding with a long pass to Shane Cooper. Good tackle in there. Could only be a couple of... Good tackle. Yes, there was somebody in front of him, he said.
Yeah, the marker there. Shane Cooper thought he could get away with playing it to himself, but you cannot play the ball to yourself when there's a marker there. Good decision.
Excellent decision under pressure. The Saints fans didn't realise what was happening, but it was an excellent decision. Rocky Turner then finding touch, gaining a bit of ground. The Dons, one man down, but 9 points up. Alex Green there with Ian Fletcher. The crazy part about it in the first half, the referee was stopping the game when there were two balls on the field, and the Saints are doing all sorts. They could do with the game just slowing down slightly to allow all dependents 10 minutes respite, if you like, to evaporate. Rocky Turner then to Sonny Wakaru. Sonny Wakaru making a drive forward towards the halfway line. Would that be the try line? We'd all be on the edge of our seat. As it is, I can hardly sit down. I'm in the gantry here. And it's found lovely touch, and that wasted some good time. You might say that you shouldn't be wasting time and playing for time in such a game, but of course you do when you're one man down. You've got to do that. The St Helens fans are looking at the watches, and they know that they shouldn't be in this position. The bookies will be looking at the situation and the bookies' books, or whatever they look at. And Allen now has the ball, and he's looking for the gap all the time, looking for a fast move to get all the backs together. And that's good run, but Ian Fletcher takes the man down. They're looking for every penalty they can get. This is a desperate St Helens team. And Andy Dannett goes in. Strong man is Andy Dannett, but he's being handled by strong young men as well. Hodgkinson going down. These are good tackles by the Doncaster players. Shane Cooper then taking the ball forward, trying to get the ball out. They're on the last tackle already. Expect a long kick, and I could see Alan Hunt going for it. Bobby Golding's speciality. Tony Bowles, welcome to it. Skipping out of it. Driving forward, a very good young prop forward. I think he knocked his ankle then when he went down. It won't be a serious injury, but Mick Gagan will go check the man out. And that's happened time and time again, and Tony Fisher will be looking to check that out and see if they play the ball out. We're losing the ball on at least 4 occasions in this game. And it's surely a try, surely a try. Excellent reverse pass, an excellent reverse pass. 4-pointer underneath the post to Alan Hunt. Nothing wrong with the try at all. Very, very good. Bringing the game closer and closer and closer to Doncaster. The gap is getting narrower. It's now 23 points to 18, and we know he can't miss this sort of a kick. And of course he converts. 23 points to 20. Going into the last 15 minutes or so of the game. I was saying that Workington took Leeds to the last 10 minutes, and Leeds caught it in the last 10 minutes. Is the same going to happen to Doncaster? One man down, it makes a heck of a difference. And that lovely reverse pass there of Scott Gibbs to Alan Hunt created this problem that the Dons are facing now. It's a very, very close game. Scott Gibbs, been dangerous in the second half, not as dangerous in the first half. And Tony Zelli gathering a loose ball there, and another injury. And Audley Pennant preparing to come back on with Tony Zelli injured. Tony Bowes looks to have recovered from his ankle knock. The Dons squad isn't as great as Tony Fisher would like, and we're anxious to do as much as we possibly can to rectify that situation. Ian Fletcher then trying to drive the ball forward. Tony Zelli gets up, looks a lot better. Audley Pennant preparing to come onto the field. Oh, Wheeler, why on earth? Wheeler releasing the ball when there was absolutely no need to. Under pressure, putting himself under pressure. And Audley Pennant back on the field. Both sides now back to full strength. We've missed. Tries have been scored against us when Sonny Wakaru was off injured, and we missed his. And Tony Bowes has gone down again without anybody being there. It's the same injury. It must be the same injury. He seems to have collapsed on the floor. And the Saints are getting stronger. Chris Joint driving forward. High ball. Again putting Jamie Bloom under pressure. And again he's equal to the fact. And again he's being held down. Not being allowed to play the ball. Dave Evans clearing his line, making a good 19 metres. And a sad sight is Tony Bowles being carried off the field. He's a big lad to carry, but he went down like a bag of potatoes, and he looks in agony. Maxie Tomlinson then preparing to come on as a return substitute for Tony Bowles. Whatever it is, you can't do without the likes of a big forward like Tony Bowles. Ian Fletcher then getting the ball out. to Sonny Wakaru, to Rocky Turner and Alex Green. Alex Green trying to get the ball out, but not a very nice pass to Glyn Lingard. They've got to come out and take the ball to them. All dependent stood still. With that sort of pass, what would you expect? He can't make the break. That's sixes and sevens, and Rocky Turner trying to create the situation. And has he found touch? Yes, it's a good one, the finding touch. Putting the Dons on the assertive, and Sonny Nicol coming back on now, and Jonathan Neal coming off for the Saints. Jonathan Neal, who's played a very, very excellent game for the Saints. With 10 minutes to go, there's 3 points in it. A drop goal now for the Dons would be so, so important. And that drop goal by Alex Green earlier has been so important. And Bobby Golding trying to find the gap. The Dons have got to hang on. 10 minutes to go. They've played marvellously. Good tackling all the time now. Dave Evans playing on the wing over there. Max Tomlinson. Actually, I would have thought Max Tomlinson gone on the wing and Dave Evans. Good harassment there by Dave Evans and Maxi Tomlinson. Dave Evans finishing it off yet again. One of the Saints players is down. Andy Dannett getting the ball out over onto the far side. Good harassment yet again by Tony Miller and Maxi Tomlinson. The Saints physio looking after somebody. I can't see who it is, but certainly somebody needs attention. It looks like it could be Phil Vevers. No, Phil Vevers there, so it must be Bobby Golding. Good deep kick by Jamie Bloom, taking his time. Don't take too much time, Jamie. Find your gap if you can. Good tackle there. Scott Gibbs tackling well, kicking out. It's dangerous play, referee, and it's happened all through the game, and that's the first time that they've given it to us. 8 minutes to go, Martin.
Yeah, we're doing well now. As long as we can contain them. Obviously 10 minutes to go. We've got to soak them, we've got to wind the clock down. Just keep it going, keep grinding at it. Forwards, keep rallying round. You know, just keep winding the clock down, we should be okay.
Good. The Dons fans have dreamt about it. Tony Fisher's planned it. And so far, it's going to plan. I'm quite sure that Eric Ashton and his directors didn't really expect it. But they'll be the first to congratulate the Dons players if it goes our way. And Tony, there was nobody there, was there, old son? But don't worry, up your jumper and go for it. Mick Gagan's had his hands and his little bag of tricks fully 100% in working order today. Caring for the players all the time. Rocky Turner to Audley Penn, who scored an excellent try and even had a 10-minute sin bin earlier on. Where's Rocky? Where's Alex? Rocky at the Bobby. Tony Zelli then. High kick forward. Could it bounce the right way? Could it go anyway? Snowball him, put him over. Paul Loughlin under pressure then. Keep harassing them. Get him down, Maxi. Harass him. Good tackle there by Maxi Tomlinson. Keep them under pressure. That's what it's all about. Sonny Nicol trying to clear his line. Keep them in the 20-metre line, and that's what it's about. The Saints on the attack. Good tackling there. This must be about the fourth tackle. Ian Fletcher played well. Good play there by Chris Joint. He's been a good player. Constant, last tackle. Shane Cooper under pressure again, putting the Dons. Be careful. Well played, Mark. Well played, Mark. Nice and cool. 6 minutes to an epic victory. I don't want to say the words. I don't want to test the water. It was wide open for Maxi on the far side. They don't want to make any mistakes. Tony Miller just collared by the crowd. Come on, you Dons. Maxi, take it to them, Maxi. Come on, you Dons, say the crowd. The Saints crowd don't really expect this. They're not ready for it. The Ghost edging forward. Last tackle. Got to go for a nice deep kick. Rocky, deep. He's found that touch again. Another beautiful kick. Rocky's on form. It's a scrum down. It's a Saints put in. It's got to be a Saints ball. That's the law of averages. With minutes to go, Martin.
That kick every time. He's copped him 3-4 times when Alan Hunt's been up in the line. Good kick. Now we've just got to maintain in defence and hold them out.
Got to make sure. Don't let them through. The solid blue line. Make it happen. A rash pass there by the Saints. Pin them down, Sonny. Make sure. Make every tackle count. The score, 23 points to 20. The countdown. Chris Joynt has made that break. A beautiful pass out there to Shane Cooper, who just happened to gather it. The attack by the Saints is on. The gap's there. Pickavance going nowhere. Should have given it to his winger. The winger, although he's scored his tries, has not had the chances, not been given the chances. Last tackle again. Alan Hunt says, give it to me, I'm capable. Dave Evans, go. I said he wasn't the fastest, but he's evasive. And he's a strong runner. He's a finisher. Alex Green, trained to take it. Smallest man on the field. I shouldn't put him in the likes of Roger Millward, but he's learning to be as good one day, I hope. Wheeler. Put one over, it'll waste time. Why not? Going for his third one is Jamie. Head tackle there. It's a knock on. Yes, Jamie, you're out of order. Never mind, Jamie. Keep your cool, my friend. Scrum down. These are the danger ones. Scott Gibbs has been given the man of the match for St Helens. Remember, it's the home team that get it, and he's breaking now. And it's a loose ball. And as he's given it, he's given a knock on, which is beautiful for Doncaster. Good reading of the ball there by Mark Roach. He didn't buy the dummy. Scott Gibbs, I'd say, the own game man of the match. Sonny Wakaru calming his men down. 2 or 3 minutes to go. I noticed then that Sonny had gone to be the prop forward, and Ian Fletcher had gone hooker. Remember, under 24 hooker in the old days. I say that he's not so old. Good strong player, and what a front row that lineup that is. Jamie Bloom then taking the ball forward, finding his gap, going there with Wheeler. Wheeler Matatia has bound to have scored the winning try. Get that? I can't speak. Wheeler Matatia has scored for Doncaster. 4-pointer. Get back up that park, does Tony say. We've minutes to go. It ain't over yet. But well, what would you say to all the knockers of rugby league who said Doncaster shouldn't be in the first division? It's a fluke. Is this a fluke? This ain't a fluke, Martin.
Beautiful support player there, Villa right up his ass. Lovely pass right under the sticks, brilliant.
You've got away with words, Martin. Come on, Alex, put it over. They don't like it up in Lancashire. It's there. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Yeah, and old Steve-O saying the cocks will be popping tonight in Doncaster. Brilliant display.
I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I'm full of pride, and tonight I'll be full of the famous grouse. 29 points to 20. and Rocky Turner absolutely proud of his boys. The Saints didn't even clear the 10 metres, so it's our ball, and Alex will show them how to do it. A famous victory and a famous day. And the fans of Doncaster are singing the Saints song, but have taken out the word Saints and inserted the word Dons. Oh, absolutely amazing! Tony Fisher is the man. That's the one we wanted. That's where we are. Tell me about it, Mr. Ray French. Thank you very much, Martin. What can I say? The scenes speak for themselves. The game is ours. Thank you.